Thanks, Nick. Thanks for having me.
Boy, a tough ninth inning there, I'm sure, for you, and you're a real close play at the plate there. How about the throw from Marlon Calby?
Well, that was just a tough thing. It was frustrating. We kind of let it back in the game. It was one of those things we had everything under control. We had so many opportunities. Next thing you know, it doesn't look like there's no going away. And we pop the guy up. We bring Diaz in to get a ground ball, and we pop him up, and Calby throws the ball right on the button. I don't understand it, and home plate told me he got under it, and I'm like, that's just the wrong call. I said a few other words, but it was just a wrong call. I mean, tell me he was safe. Don't tell me he got under the tag. I mean, Nelson really smothered him. But I think it spoke to a lot of our character of our ball club. We're very fortunate that we had the top of the lineup up, and Dane Hall, and he started off with a real solid hit, and we're able to tie it.
You guys are 9-2 in one-run games this year, so you're winning the hard ones.
Yeah.
What is that about the makeup of this team? It's one of the youngest teams we've seen.
Yeah.
And the young team is winning the hard games. Explain that.
Well, that's a good thing. I mean, shoot, I think today we had 6 freshmen in there. You know what I'm saying? With Monte and Herb and Ray hits the home run, Pat Young, and the rest of the guys. I think that's been the saving grace on our season. It's been a tough season, and when we're able to play our game, and we're able to get it 5 runs or less, or we're able to play it 1 or 2 runs, we're just able to run our offense longer, and we've been playing good defense. And shoot, to leave Rutgers on the field twice is a really good feeling.
So Ryan gets his first career home run. He's been a walks type of guy, real patient. Did you think he was going to be able to do that there in the bottom of the 10th? Was that your guess?
Lenny's he's a big, strong guy, and I mean, there's days that he comes out here and he puts on a show in BP, and Dave Miller was coaching third base at the time. Dave throws BP all the time. He's left-handed, and the guy left one up, and Lenny didn't miss it. I was down the right field line watching it, and it was off. It was out of the park right off the bat, and then like the last 10 feet, it kind of hit his ceiling, and I was like, oh man, I wasn't sure if Lang came up with it or not. It was a wall scraper, but it was awesome.
They hit a lot of homers last year. They graduated a lot of guys like Becerra and Jaron Matthews. They only have 11 homers this year. That makes now 13 for you guys.
Yep.
You weren't expecting a lot of homers this weekend. Did you think one was maybe coming late in the game as it was getting close?
Yeah, I think that's a funny thing, because it's one of the things we discussed in our scouting report with Rutgers was we played them about the same time last year. Last year they had 60 home runs, and they're at 11. That's a big drop off, and we just said, hey, they're going to have to play our game in this ballpark, and what would beat them on their game, and the traditional game, and it was a really good feeling, especially playing Rutgers. We don't have a big rival in the conference in the Knights, and we did them right.
Beating Rutgers 2 out of 3 straight times. They played the small ball early, and you guys get the long ball late. How about Almonte? A couple walks early, but threw the ball well. Good stuff. What did you think of his overall performance?
I thought Max was outstanding. I wish he would have got the win. We talked about coming in this weekend about getting. We see Max as a Big East guy for us in the future, and we said, hey. Pat Young's been doing a great job for us. We're real happy with him. And we said, let's get Max in the Big East, and let's do it at home. Give him his first Big East start at home versus Rutgers, a team that we thought that he would be able to handle as far as their offense is concerned. I thought he did an outstanding job.
Boy, what a couple of days, couple of walk-off wins back-to-back. What does this mean going into the last week against Penn State and St. John's?
Well, Penn State's another team for us. It's an in-state rival. It's an important game for our program. We're going to make the trip up there on Tuesday, and we'll take a lot of momentum, going in there. And then, hey, we have a conference series versus St. John's, and we have some goals we'd still like to meet. And we need to prove that we can win games on the road in this league. And we're going to have 3 more shots against, probably a team who's arguably playing as good as anybody in our league. So it'll be a tough task, but it's something that we certainly look forward to that challenge.
Joe, as always, we thank you for joining us here, and good win for you guys the last couple of days, and keep up that smile.
Thanks, Nick. I appreciate you guys do a great job, and for all the Cats fans, go Cats.
Tyler, congratulations. Great win for you guys, getting a walk-off homer. What was that like for you, getting a walk-off home run?
That was awesome. I mean, it's all you can dream of coming in bottom of the ninth, bottom of the 10th actually. And there's no runners on, so I was just trying to get him on base. Hopefully the lead runner to come in later, and I see it. Got the ball high and in, put it out, so we're ready for the press.
What type of pitch was it that you saw there, and were you trying to drive it as you saw it coming in?
No, I wasn't trying to drive. It was just a fastball up and in, and it's still there. I mean, that's just about all you can do with it.
You've been so patient. You drew a big walk yesterday. For a freshman, you really come in and it looked like you've been out there a couple of years at the college level. And you see pitches out there, great eye. And then boom, early in the count, I almost didn't get back in commercial time. I said, oh, right, I'm right here in my head. And boom, you do. You hit it out there. What's that like? 2 walk-off wins in 2 consecutive days. You guys must be feeling good right now.
Oh, it's amazing, especially after the season we've had. You know, it's been rough at times, and to go out like this, when things are winding down and come out on top 2 days in a row against a rival team like Rutgers in that fashion, it's awesome.
How about off the lefty? They overworked him a bit. He threw close to 50 pitches yesterday, up around more than 50 today. You and Connor Jones get to face lefties for really the first couple times in your career. And what was it like facing that tough lefty late in the game?
I mean, I don't think he was that tough. His curveball's loopy, his fastball is straight. So when he came over the top, so as a lefty, you pretty much take away every disadvantage the lefty usually has. So it was just like facing a righty pretty much.
Yeah, he came in with a .84 run average in conference games, which was tops amongst all relievers. So he had been good. You guys really got to him. You made him work this weekend, especially the last 2 days. Was that your first walk-off hit? Did you have anything like that?
That was actually my first walk-off home run ever. I was actually just talking to one of the teammates about it the other day. I've never hit a walk-off, and that's a coincidence. I was just talking about it the other day.
Knowing that you came back yesterday, did you guys feel that you were able to do so again in the 9th and in the 10th here today?
You definitely got that feeling in the dugout, without a doubt.
Well, what's this mean going into the final week of the season? A lot of momentum and confidence, I would imagine.
Oh, without a doubt.
All right, Tyler, thank you for joining us here on Nova Nation. Juan Corsi now 4-4. 5 runs on 11 hits, 2 errors for the Wildcats. Rutgers with 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. What a job by Diaz there at the end. Pat Young was solid. Unfortunately, not great for Mike Francisco, but Diaz comes in there at the end to get the win. Rob Corsi gets the loss through 59 pitches. And Tyler Wright, the big game-winning walk-off homer in the bottom of the 10th as the Cats win it. They get another walk-off win. That's 18 at this ballpark. 2nd straight day. 3rd time this year. And the Wildcats are now 19-30. 6 wins in the Big East and 4 games left. Our final broadcast of the season. I'm Nick Montaigne. Thanks to Tyler Reich and Coach Godfrey and David Berman, our great SID here. Go Cats. We'll see you next year for more Wildcat baseball. This is Nova Nation All Access. We'll see you next time, everyone.